This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately.
Have you lost the last 3 brain cells, or do you just have cabbage for brains?
You know, that's just one step above stupid.
5 brain cells, 4 aren't working.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Blue and Chloe are around. Yeah, there we go. What's going on? Hey, look at it's Bama Forever. Haven't seen you in a while. And Mag, thank you very much, Mag, before the show even started, for your super chat there. Very cool. Yeah, so hey, that the video that I put out went pretty well, I think. Let me see, what are we at right now? We are at
Some people. If you
I'm just looking at the so far we have it's got 26,600 views with 605 new subscribers. So hey, everybody out there who subscribe, welcome. You know, I'm not I'm not always I do shows every single day, so I'm not always in like, oh wow, he's in such a great mood every day, unless you want me to get wasted before every show, or smoke pot, or you know. But I try to do true crime at least the right way. So there's people out there, like somebody, there's a guy that made a video that actually like recommended people watch this video. And then when you go into the comments, there's just so many people that hate me. You know, it's like, oh good, I'll never watch him again. He's so mean. Well, you know, I'm not a perfect person. But I think I do true crime and try to explain things better than most people do out there. Now, you might not agree with that. You think a guy with a clown talking about, you know, dressing up as a clown, doing every conspiracy theory under the sun and calling that great research, you know, have at it. I'm not doing that crap, okay? So anyways, hey, guess what? I'm going to show you guys some images of the update of the remodel of the garage, and apparently they're speeding it up a little bit, so the drywall is going to be on Friday, or at least started on Friday, so that's good. Let's see. Yeah, it's just so weird. I'm not what the, like the guy posted, hey, you guys should watch this, here's the link. And then all these idiot trolls that think like somehow if somebody likes my channel, they're going to convince them not to. You know, they put the comments right below it. Oh, I'm never going to watch him again. I don't like him. I won't give him a view. But you're going to watch a clown, right? And then you're going to watch these people, the drama people. Man, get your priorities correct. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least they're nice to me. Right, but you're listening to a bunch of drivel. They need you to like them. Or you won't believe it, but because you like them, you believe all the garbage they put out. Do you get what I'm saying? All right. All right. Yeah, no, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, Sally's is pretty good. Look at that. Did it work? Where's the live chat overlay? Well, there should be one on here. Yeah, let me do something really fast. Hold on. Gotta fix it. Yeah, it's supposed to be working. Hey, thank you so much. Can you see me now or anything? Or that should be good now, right? I mean, I was buffering because there was something wrong on my OBS Studio. Just froze. So that's what's cool about the way YouTube works is like it keeps streaming until you end it on YouTube, and like for hours sometimes. So at least I was able to come right back on. So I'm trying to figure out why we can't see the, like if I click on somebody's comment. Let me go back up here. It's strange. Like you're supposed to be able to see the the live chat. Here, let me. Okay, it's gonna be dark for a second. I gotta try to figure this out. So now if I click on, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Fake nice dribble to curmudgeon style, brutal honesty. Honestly is about, yeah. I mean, I'm just who I am. I can't. Where was the one that says, "Hey, thanks again, Bama Forever"? Sorry about that. There was something about a clown. Shouldn't that be the non-starter? Yeah, I think it was this one. Don't worry about the haters. I prefer to hear true crime from a non-clown. Come on, you gotta admit that was pretty good. That one's pretty good. All right, you guys want to see the where we're at on the remodel? So for those of you who don't know me, for years I've been trying to. I mean, I have the office right in the living room. We have a small house, and it pretty much takes up the whole damn thing, you know. And it's not really a fun living room to hang out with, and my wife sure as hell doesn't like it. And yeah, she doesn't complain, but it's like, you know, I mean, it just sort of takes up the whole living room. Not the whole living room, but enough of it where it's not fun. And then we got a whole bunch of other crap, so we've remodeled the entire garage, turned it into a, you know, it's got the laundry room, a bathroom, and then a full office in there for me with even like Ethernet cable outlets and things like that. And then I'll move everything in there, and we'll actually turn our living room into a place where it's just peaceful to sit and watch TV or a movie or something, you know? So let's see where we're at here. All right, so that's the door that goes in, right? That's the new door they're putting in. There's an electrical outlet that's going to be there. Another that's where what was going. Oh, a light goes there. They built this little deck here that now goes down onto another deck over here. And it's pretty cool. There's just a small step up to go into there. It's the only way to make that work. And then when you come in, you turn to the right. This is where the laundry room. We're gonna have a stack washer and dryer. These are out of here. All right. And after you just turn left there, and there's a door that goes into a bathroom. There's just a shower. Right over here is the toilet, a sink. It's a really small little bathroom, but it's a full bathroom. Then you're looking, that last shot was right off to the right here. It was the door looking into the bathroom. You just turn to the left, there's a door here, and then this whole room here is the office. So there you go. In the corners there, both these corners have the Ethernet cables. And then as you come around into the room, there's a little cove back here. And this is the electrical panel. Probably put like a, I don't know, refrigerator or something back there. And then this is looking back. This isn't a window in the bathroom. Although I was thinking, man, that'd be kind of cool to have I guess, not really. But that's actually where the medicine cabinet will go, and there's going to be drywall covering this whole thing. And then there's a new window that was put right there. And by the way, that last shot here, this one, that's actually a window here. So, and then that's, yeah, there's a window there, and then this is what it looks like when you're heading out the door. And so I think it's pretty sweet, you guys. I think it'll be pretty awesome. It'll be another month or so, but what do you guys think? And also, if you're new here, like if you look at the top of the screen, we've got the stream goal and then the super freak on the right. Every single night on the show, people help support the channel with super chats, and it allows us to do really cool things like we've sent well over $20,000 to RAIN, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and also Texas EquiSearch. Each one of them has gotten around 20,000. Then also we have a DNA fund that's kind of our coolest thing that we do is we have fully funded 11 cases so far of genetic genealogy, trying to figure out like a body that was found to determine who it was, and a couple cases who the criminal is. We've solved 5 total cases so far by paying for it. We're not the ones doing the genealogy, but we're paying to have it done in these little communities that don't have the funding to do it. All right, so that's when you support the channel, I donate over 50% of the net revenue, meaning after I pay taxes, to charities at the end of each month. Last month we gave, I think, $4,500, maybe $6,000 the month before that, and so on and so on and so on. All right, so thank you guys. For anybody out there that feels like they can help support the channel, if you're struggling and you don't have any, you're low on funds, do not send a nickel in, okay? Keep it for something you need it for. Also, if you want to donate directly to a charity, you can send your money right to them. If you want to help support my channel, and you know that I'm going to be also supporting charities and so forth at the end of each month, and you want to do that, then thank you. All right. Hey, thanks, brown-eyed girl. Da-da-da-da. Oh, what's wrong with Lillian? What'd she say? She said it looks good. I don't see any of her other comments. Okay, so let's quickly go over the the whole second part of the show is I'm gonna start working on the correct animation through the house in the Idaho 4 case. All right. So it's kind of complicated the way I do it, but when it's done, it looks pretty cool. Like it looks like somebody's walking from their eyes. You can't really have it pause and do all these actions and things like that, but you can take the right path and journey through the house, and that's kind of what the goal is here. Yeah, I think I have this sort of side theory that in that case that Xana, Kernodle, and Ethan perhaps were attacked first. Then he went upstairs, and then when he came down, he hears Xana say something, or whimpering, I guess is the term, and then he comes over and attacks, or he says, "Hey, I'm here to help," and then attacks her. That's the only way I can't really make that make sense without something like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, you guys are just typing up a storm in there. It's amazing. Oh, thanks, Lillian. And by the way, it was weird. I sent a package to one of the notebooks, and it just was totally wrong on the first numbers. I don't know how the hell that happened. The actual label was correct, but the one that Pirate Shipping created was wrong. Oh, is this today or? Well, thanks, Lillian, out there, and also thank you to Daff M and K Me. Mega pints are ready. I got to make the mega pint. An actual pint glass. It says. Is that what the term is? Mega pint, or was it something else? there's a bunch of freaks that hang out earlier in the day to watch. We do trials and, you know, funny. Doesn't have to be funny, but I mean, like the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing is pretty funny. Just listening to some of the witnesses and, you know, just the whole thing. I don't know what it is. There's something funny about it. Hey, thank you so much, John Dunn. Gifted 5 memberships to some lucky new freaks. Anyways, have you guys gone in and commented on that last video that I made? Seems like there's a lot of positive comments, but there's also a lot of crazy comments. Let's say this is bullcrap, man. You arbitrarily put time in there. Well, I mean, I'm speeding it up to 25. I could do natural time if you want me to. I could do a 50-minute video where everything is just kind of lumbering along and so forth. I don't know why, you know, they want me to explain why, like, you know how there's 8 minutes on the first loop, and then there's like, you know, 8 minutes on the second loop, 8 or 9, whatever it is. And then the third loop had 17 minutes, and they want me to explain why. I don't know why, but what I do know is that law enforcement said there were 3 passes that it initially made, and then a 4th. And those 3 passes, here's what you can't ignore here, you guys. That the very first pass is exactly fits when the car goes by the A&W. 2 minutes later, it's doing its first pass, and it shows up behind 700 Queen, or 500 Queen Road, okay? It shows up back there. Then there's 2 more passes that aren't mentioned in terms of time anywhere, right? Then the 4th one, law enforcement again says he shows back in the area, that the car comes back in the area the 4th time at 4:04, and guess what? At 4:05 something, it goes back there again. So you don't think that those 2 out of the 4 almost certainly make the other 2 the 3 initial? I mean, come on, you guys. It's just so, I don't know where these people come from. It's like they've never used logic in their entire life. I used to always be, you know, I do see things differently than other people. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, I just sort of notice things and put things together that are actually relevant to the case. It's cool. It's not really, you know, people try to make videos putting things together that aren't related to the case. And everybody goes, ooh, 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 ooh. And I always go, what does that have to do with anything? Well, nothing, but it's really cool. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks, Danielle. Hey, hold on one second. I gotta. Oh, there you go. Why do you do that? Stupid. Did you catch my super chat? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Me promised me a treat for a super chat. But did you guys follow what I was just saying right there? In the probable cause document, it says that at 3:28 it drives by the A&W, and then 2 minutes and some odd seconds later, it literally shows up behind 500 Queen Road, and you see it do the first pass. It goes around. Then there's 2 more passes. It doesn't really explain like what time each one of those was in the probable cause. And then it mentions, then the 4th time it comes in, it came into the area at 4:04, and then it goes down and does all those different, like, turning around and all those different things. But it matches perfectly with it. It says at 4:04 it enters the area a 4th time. Then it comes down King Road and then Queen Road, heading east, and then it turns around at 500 Queen Road, which is exactly on the video right there. Then it turns around and then it exits. Then it goes down the street and does tries to park or something in front of 1122 King Road. Then it goes down to the end of the street and does a 3-point turn, and it says, again, it heads east on Queen Road. Then it heads east on Queen Road, and then it finishes the loop somewhere. Well, guess what? It finished it by going around exactly how it did on the first three, then parked at 1122 King Road. I think it's possible that at each loop, it stopped behind 1122 King Road for various lengths of time, just waiting for all the lights to turn off. It just would keep checking and checking and checking, and eventually all the lights were turned off, and he made his move. He must have noticed, by the way, the DoorDash driver, and I think that's why there's a little different movement going on loop number 4. Right? But Gray, what about the other guy that was running around at 423? Well, I don't know, man. Maybe he was a jogger and he saw the Elantra, and as it pulled away really quickly at 420, he couldn't catch up with it. He couldn't catch up with it, and he went jogging over to another car. You ever think of that? Or maybe an alien spacecraft came in with a lasso below it and grabbed this person and flung him into the scene at 423, but he was actually a person from 1875 that was abducted, kept in stasis for all those years, but we don't know that yet, but we're still digging into it, everybody. Come back later. We'll get you the answers. Hey, thanks, Carly S. Yeah. See how mean Gray is to other creators? Yeah, okay, here's the thing. True crime, when you say creators, think about that for a minute. When I see the white Elantras, I feel anxious. I know it's... Oh, you do? I don't care at all right now looking at other Elantras. I don't even really notice them. But I do believe that that's the same vehicle on 4 different passes, has the same clearance over the wall each time, and it makes sense. Let's see, I think he was driving around just imagining how he's going to... Well, but he obviously paused. And here's the thing, I don't know what the other route was where he when he goes up Willanta Drive, I don't know exactly where he went, but I'm using the loop thing there because that puts you right back around, and it could be a lot longer. Maybe he is the car that was at that gas station. He was just driving around doing all kinds of different loops and different distances. He didn't repeat the same thing like I have. I don't know. I'm just showing you it's a possibility. They went on Willanta Drive, stayed on Willanta Drive, and then come back around and then get on to King Road again. It makes sense to me. Yeah, well, why is that? Spaced out. I like Korean cars. I don't really understand what that comment means. Yeah, they're not made in North Korea. They're as good as Japanese make good cars. So do Koreans. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. We got something. Hold on a second. We got a package. Hold on a second. So Miss Angels, she sent one of those Australian boxes of goodies. We've got the burger rings. Here, I don't know if you can see these. Hold on a second. Here, I'll do it like this. The burger rings. All right? Yeah, everything over there tastes good. I don't know what the deal is. And then honey soy chicken. All right. What else do we got? Oh my God, shapes. It's made out of Vegemite, everybody. Who the hell knows? We'll have to try that one. What else is in here? Oh yeah, there's Tams. These things are awesome. These Tams right here. Eat those for break. Yeah, keep these around. I exercised today. Look at that. Picnic. Frogs alive. That's funny. They have so many different foods, different snacks than we do. Then there's all these little things in there, and these biscuits, wagon wheel original. Look at all these things. It's like a million of them. Let's see what else. Aeroplane strawberry. Yeah, but these right here, Tams. Okay, maybe put these ones in the refrigerator. All right. Anyways, here. There's a whole bunch more in there. So, hey, what's this one? Summertime roll. And Milo. This is for making. It's like a drink. Okay. I'll have to check them out.
Hey, just say thank you.
I did say, huh?
I'll just say thank you from me.
Oh, well, my wife says thank you too, because obviously she'll be eating some of those Tams. In fact, they might all be gone before I ever get to see any of them. Anyways, thank you. You guys ever had any of those things? So thank you, Miss Angels out there. You're awesome. I don't think she can make it a lot of times to our live streams, but she shows up in the chat, the comments afterwards. Wait a second. Okay, good. Just checking. Thanks, Esther M. I wish I could share those with you guys. They're so good. Man, all those things that are in there, it's almost a nightmare how good those things taste. Totally different types of things than we have. Somebody sent me those once before. Really good. I've never heard her before. Well, there she was. She said, say thanks. So, if you guys see Miss Angels around, I'll send her an email to... Here, I'll just do it right now really quick, just so I don't forget. There she is. All right. Okay. You guys ready? That's amazing. That was so cool. I did ride for almost 45 minutes on my bike and walked a couple miles. But that's all out the window now because I've got some Tim Tams or Tom Tims or Tam Tims, Tom, whatever the hell they are, but those are good. I'm getting hungry. I guess we need to put out snacks with the drinks. Yeah. Tim Tams, now that I remember. Oh, yeah, see? I just remembered right then. Yeah. And then she gave me these other things that are mint things. Like, and they were kind of melted because it'd been out in the sun. It was so warm. It probably got here earlier and I didn't go get the box. Yeah. Hey, thanks, the Velvet Army. Man, I don't know how what number got on there. Does that number even ring a bell to you, the Velvet Army, on your package? Are you going to try to drive over to that location and say, hey, who are you? I don't know how those digits got put on the front of your address. I know. I don't know where that came from. Maybe I was thinking in binary for a few minutes. There's only like ones and zeros, I think. Yeah. Pretty weird. Man, I wrote this long thing in there too. It's like, oh man, how do I recreate it? Yeah, everybody hit that like button. Okay. Keep stopping the music. There we go. Hey, thanks, Rabid Wildebeest. I always watch those wildebeest migration with the crocodiles. That's crazy. Great, congratulations on the new addition. Have you ever considered converting the existing garage into your studio and adding a garage in front of that so you don't lose a garage? No, because we built a carport in front. The garage is the new addition. You know, the garage was just a shitty, tiny garage that a car could barely fit in. And now it's going to be a cool office with a bathroom and everything. And then we built a carport in front and then a huge shed in the back for the storage that somebody might want to have if we ever sold it. Wow, thank you. Norma Jean Doyle with gifted 10 memberships. Man. Look at all these people. Angela, Travelcado, Penny Robinson, Chadakadum, LT Makes Me Wonder. I think that's in a song. Diane Crawford. Isn't that like not Stairway to Heaven? It's one of those types. Diane Crawford, Linda B, Miss Leah, and Susan Lee all got the membership. Cool. Well, make sure to stay around once it's over. Thanks for the info on the Harts earlier. That case always intrigued me and makes sense now. Thanks for the info on the Harts earlier. What do you mean? What did I do? Did I? Oh yeah, I think I unhid a video that I had from a long time ago. Is that the one you were looking? It was like a private. I think there was one that was private, and then I made it public. Maybe that's what you were looking at. Caligal 3. Yeah, but what are you referring to when you say, thanks for the info on the Harts earlier? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, so that one, I found it, and then I unhit it, and it sort of publishes it again, which is interesting, isn't it? How it does that. Yeah, those ones that case was absolutely crazy, the Hart family. if nobody here heard of the Hart family case, it was in like Oregon and Washington area, in California, but it was like in I believe it's the state of Washington where these, it was let's see, I guess it was a lesbian couple who adopted, I think it was 6 kids that were all adopted for financial gain, basically because they were all from like Texas, who gives you money for adopting kids. And here, this is what I believe, everybody. If you're adopting a child, hey, thanks, John Dunn. That's pretty good. Yeah, if you're adopting a child, you need to have the funds to support that child with not a nickel from the state. Because as soon as you open up the fact that somebody gets money, there's a possibility that somebody's going to use them for financial gain. Right? I think if you're now, foster care is totally different. I think that's sort of like you're doing a service, and you're also providing a home in the states. Instead of having them in a facility, you're sort of in the community. A child's in the community, and hopefully they get a loving home. Although we've seen the nightmares of foster parents too. So, but if you're adopting a child, you better be able to afford to take care of the child without any assistance from somebody else. Now that does lessen the number of people, but at the same time, I don't know. It just sort of. So, anyways, that's what the Hart family did. There was these really young kids, and they were all minorities, and the 2 parents weren't. And they were part of a community where they thought it looked really cool and hip. Like, look at us, we're so great, we're so new age, we're freaking the greatest thing in the world. And basically they were starving these kids to death while they ate like pigs. I mean, their refrigerator was filled with all kinds of meat and just, all kinds of food, and the kids got nothing. They were wasting away. They were all stunted growth, tiny. And then when the shit hit the fan, one of the kids tried to break out of the house, or one of them would sneak out of the house and ask the neighbor, "Could you just leave us some peanut butter?" I mean, this what makes me. I remember getting teary-eyed at one time about this one by myself, just thinking about Devontae, who would go each night. Went over there and asked the neighbor, "Could you leave us some peanut butter and some, enough for all of us?" And that person never said anything. Absolute moron of a neighbor. And then after that, one of the other kids got out and went into the house. Oh, they're doing something. And went into the house, and eventually they told the parents, "Hey, we got one of your kids here." And then they were forced to come back home and apologize. And then when the neighbor, who was, gosh, I don't know, 50 years old himself, told his dad who was there, who was 80, he goes, "What in the hell are you guys doing? You should have called So he calls the police. And then they sent somebody out, a welfare worker, to the house, and one of I think it was Sarah, or maybe the other one was, who cares? One of the 2 moms was home, and when the welfare person came, then they collected all the kids and everybody, and they drove down to California, drugged them up with something, and then drove off a cliff and killed them all. Is that the sickest thing you've ever heard, you guys? That story, I think that story was too soon in the true crime world for some reason. I mean, even though that was 2017, if that story was today, it would be absolutely massive, and everybody would have been looking at it and trying to figure out what was going on. And the only one that they never found was Devontae Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, Devontae Hart is the only one they couldn't find, and I actually think they killed him somewhere else. Because he was sort of the face of them. There's a famous picture of him with a police officer in Portland. And he was like their golden ticket, and he's the one that started everything downhill for them. And so I think they did something to him first, then had all the other kids in the car, and then drove him off a cliff. Yeah, it's one of the worst stories you've ever heard of. I mean, these kids were so skinny and tiny, and both parents were plump. just eating like pigs daily, you know. Yeah, so that's the part. You just think about it like that. How hungry would you have to be to sneak out of a house where you have parents that physically just beat the hell out of you every single time, and you go over to the neighbor's house just to ask for some food? If he could just leave it there, he could get it back to his brothers and sisters and they can eat. What do you think of that? Yeah, if you haven't seen, you should go watch the Hart family. I'm going to go back, see if any of my other videos are not, or they're on private. I can take them off. Hey, thanks, Caligal3, for reminding me. I think that was a couple days ago where I not unhid, I made it not private anymore. Yeah. I mean, a lot of you freaks were here, right? When we covered that? I don't know. I think you were here, Jen, right? Weren't you? But man, that's unbelievable case. Noted. Watch Hart. Yeah, you should check it out, John. Oh, it popped up tonight, huh? Wow, that's weird. Well, thanks for watching it. I was like, once I put it out there, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure why it was private, to be honest with you. Yeah. And you know what? You know, one of the worst parts of the story is one. Let's see. I think either one or two of the kids were with a mother, and the state took away the kids from the mother, and then gave the kids to a grandmother, who then, she was struggling. You know, the state wasn't giving her enough, whatever it was, to stay home. She had to go to work, so there was a couple times where she let the mother stay at her house and take care of her own kids while she was at work. And then the state went and took the kids away from this mother and gave them to the Hart family. Yay! Good job, Texas! On that one. And basically, CPS is the same everywhere. You know, you got the same types of people that work at those places. Yeah, the grandmother was doing well with those kids. Other than, you let the mother take care of the kid a couple times when you were at work. I don't know why they suck, Daniel. They do. I mean, they don't always suck. Obviously, they do good work out there. But it's amazing how many stories are tragic because of them and decisions they make. Have you guys noticed that at all? So if you work at CPS, don't think that you're one of those. Well, you might think so, Daniel, but you're incorrect if you think that's all they do is good work. There's horrific stories from CPS. It just means you're naive or ignorant to the situation. We've covered literally, 20 to 30 stories over the years where CPS made horrendous decisions. Okay? So, anyways, yeah, it's weird when people say, they do it great. Yeah, I'm sure there are great people, people that work there that do a good job and everything like that. But they also do horrific things, like take kids from parents who are actually doing pretty well just from some little minor thing, and they think they're doing a great service to take the kid away, and they don't even know what the hell they're doing. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what they did. I mean, let me show you where this was. Not to go back on this case, but, you know, it's pretty crazy. Just a second. Yeah, the Hart family. This is look how, can you see this little slider right here? Look how high it is up on there. I mean, these are like years, each little, that's like, 5 years ago. Yeah, so I have all these pins of different things I was looking at. Yeah, so apparently at one point she came out here and drove. Do I have the 3D? Yeah, no, terrain. There we go. Yeah. They drove out here when they were coming back. So they went all the way from up in Oregon or Washington up there, and then drove down to, it's I think another place down here. Then they bought some cough medicine and whatnot, gave all the kids it, and then pulled in right here and just went zoop and just flew right off. The car was located right where I have this pin here, and I think I was just putting these because I on different maps you can tell where those are based on helicopter footage that had the same rocks in the right position. And so that's how I was able to tell where the car went. But it was like 100-foot drop head first, and they found parts of, like one of the children they only found the foot of, really disgusting shit. One of the kids was found right over here, which is right next to where they went into the water. So, yeah, go check it out. As John Donne would say, note it. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, I think there needs to be a CPS out there, you guys. But CPS is one organization that should never make mistakes. You get what I'm saying? That should be something where they don't make mistakes. There's no chance of it. You don't take a kid from a parent and put him into a foster program with a pedophile. Like these stories are just insane. Yeah. All right. You guys ready? I've been ready, Gray. So we're going to go back in time here just a second. I knew I was going to do that. Thank you, Eugenie, up there. How about you've been around that long, haven't you been, Eugenie? I mean, put a 1 in here if you remember covering live the Hart family case. Thanks, Kathy T. Yeah. Oh, cool. All you got. Yeah. There you go. Leda, Lori Fisher. It's like Jen H. Zozo would put a 2 in just to be contradictory. And here it comes. Watch. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's one of the places that should be staffed as much as it needs to be staffed to make the right things happen. That was 5. I think the Hart family was 2008. Oh, let's see. It was March 26, 2018. So we're 5.5 years ago. You know what's even weirder is that I've been doing live streams that long. I was there was only like 3 or 4 of us doing this back then. Now everybody and their dog jumps on. Hey everybody, let's have a party up in here, and with the the panels. God, give me a break. Yeah, let's see, last call for the bar. The bartender has to go to bed soon. We'll have one on me there, K-Me. I might have one after the show. Who knows, man? But I'll tell you what I am going to have after the show is some damn Tim Tams. Okay? We're going to eat about a whole box of those things. And then there was some of these mint ones. Yeah, thanks, Rowing Now. Yeah, when we covered the... People that follow this channel know that I would say out of all the channels out there, in terms of going over the information and coming up with what actually happened before it's known by the public, before it's known, we are probably way more the most accurate than anybody out there. Nobody wants to admit it, but it's true. I mean, tell me how many cases you guys have been pissed off at me about, And we were going through it, and I'm saying things, and you're like, oh, come on, guy, and it turns out to be exactly that thing, right? There's been, I bet you, 10 or 15 of those things. Just like that. And then there's some out there you can't predict. I always use the one that I know, like exactly, like Plato and everybody. You guys get so angry, like, oh come on, Gray, you're full of crap. And there it is, boom. Just like the guy with the flippers on, and the weights, you know, same thing. I guess they're from Australia. There's these really yummy cookies that you can eat with coffee and all kinds of stuff, but they're chocolate with like sort of a graham crackery type middle, thick. Right, we cover also tons and tons of cases nobody talks about. The one case that threw me for a loop, though, I have to tell, there was just one that was really like, oh, okay, wow. I mean, some of the times you're just like, oh, we didn't have that little piece of information, so. But the one I always use as an example is the one where there was this, I think it was a Hispanic woman, and she was married. She was quite a bit younger than her husband, but she was like 17 or 18 years old and pregnant. And she went missing. And then a couple days after she went missing, a baby in the same neighborhood was found on top of a garbage can. And you would go, but guess what? The baby wasn't even related to that case. What are the odds of that shit? Okay, so there's a baby found on top of a garbage can, and she was almost due, pregnant. But there, you know, here's this baby on a garbage can, or I think it was a garbage can, and then the story was they should have just brought it to a firehouse because then it's okay to just leave it there. So here's this baby on, so that wasn't related. So the reality of what happened is the lady who was pregnant did she was on Facebook looking for a crib. And then she went over to pick up the crib. The person who had the crib, or, pretended they had a crib, when she came in, she was sitting on a couch. The Hispanic went and woman sat on a couch, and then this woman came behind and strangled her to death, then cut the baby out of her stomach, and then took the baby really quick to the hospital and tried to pretend that she just had the baby. I mean, is there anybody out there that could predict a story like that just based off, oh, she's missing? I mean, I thought maybe there was problems at home, maybe the baby wasn't hers. That's all we could go by at the time. But that one is just wow. Yeah, you remember that one? Jeez. And then they realized really quickly that she didn't just give birth. And the baby died, actually, So the whole story sucks. So this guy, he lost his wife and his daughter that was about to be born, or child. I don't remember which gender it was. Although we never really know that. I think there was a movie about that. I don't know if there was. I mean, that was only about like in 2020. Yeah, Heidi Broussard is similar to that. Yes, very similar. That was actually popping into my head while I was talking about the other one. Isn't that just sick that people do that? I mean, what makes somebody think of doing that? Hey, let me kill them and take their baby and pretend it's mine. I mean, you have to be in a really strange place to even think of having that even cross your mind even. All right, so here we go. The Identifinders International case right here, you guys. So we're just going to go back in time. A businesswoman found dead in a car. Doesn't say A. Did you hear, Gray? He said in a car, but it was just in car. Sorry about that. You know, I got to tell you guys, I'm sort of proud of this. I get nitpicked to death on tiny little, just almost ludicrously insignificant mistakes. And yet they watch a clown and don't question a damn thing he says. You ever think that's a little weird? You know what I mean? So it makes me proud that I'm held to a much higher standard than these other people. See, Gray, there he goes again, cutting down a clown. Yeah. I know, yeah. You gotta admit, that's some weird shit. Yeah. Alright, that guy's a lunatic, Karen. So, anyways, businesswoman found dead in car. A Boise retailer was found dead in her car Tuesday morning. This is 1987, October 13th is when she went missing. Or, not missing, when she was found. Was found dead in her car Tuesday morning, and police say they are treating the death as a homicide. Lieutenant Larry Jones said Joyce Casper, 65, owner of Casper Vista Hallmark and Gift Shop, was found in her car off Vista Avenue. Police had no suspects in the possible slaying and would not release details of the death. Casper's store has been cordoned off, and her car has been taken away for investigation. An autopsy was to be performed today, Ada County Coroner Erwin Sonnenberg said. Jones said Casper died Monday night or early Tuesday. We don't have a strong indication of the cause of death, he said. Jones declined to give more specifics except to say police found the body intact and found some blood in the car. Casper was found by... They have to know how she died. And found some blood in the car. Casper was found by police after a resident reported that a four-door sedan had been abandoned. The car, which had Joyce C. on the license plate, was parked off Vista Avenue near railroad tracks. So let me, I was trying to figure out where this was earlier. I always like to, there we go. Yeah. So this is Vista Avenue, and there's some railroad tracks there. So now I'm sort of wondering if that's where it was. Is there any other... Yeah, I bet that's it. So here's some railroad tracks, and here's Vista Avenue. Did it look the same back even in 1990s? Pretty much. Yep. So maybe right there. The car had... So off Vista Avenue near railroad tracks about 150 feet south of Osco Drug. God, is that still there? Come on. Oh, shit. Oh, God. That was crazy. Hey, thank you so much, Rabid Wilderby. Said Gray, we have to say that this is an excellent show this evening. Nice banner with the chat. It's nice you're able to have fun dialogue without having to limit yourself to just the planned content listed in the title. Hey, well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I could probably do that more often, you know. I mean, we've covered over 1,500 cases easy on this channel in the last 5 years. So, I think that's something to be, you know, sort of proud of, that we're able to get that much out there. Hopefully people see them and it makes a difference somewhere. I think the biggest difference we make, though, is being able to fund and help like Texas Equisearch out, and RAIN and NCMEC, and the DNA fund that we do. These cases wouldn't be solved without us paying for that. No, easily 1,500. There's some nights we did 5 or 6 of them. Remember that? We used to do like 6 cold cases or something. Pick a state like Colorado and do 6 of them. And yeah, easy. Yeah, I mean, in 5 years, I've probably missed, I'll say, well, let's say the last 3.5 years, maybe 6 or 7 total nights without doing a show. Even when I got neck surgery, I at least came on for a minute or something. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, so what do they call that? What was the name of that place? It was Osco drug. Let's just hope to God that's still sitting there. And no. Well, what we might be able to do is go into newspaper. Let me just try that. Let me just finish this article. And about 3 blocks from Casper's business, let's see, of Osco drug, and about 3 blocks from Casper's. Oh, okay. Let's see if there's a Casper's. Yeah. Medical Consulting, John Casper. It was on Vista Avenue, though. Yeah, I don't know if that's it or not. But let's just try one thing. One shot at it. Osco drug. No, just Osco drug. 1980 to 1988, Idaho. Okay, well, it does say Osco drug. It says, it is Boise, right? So let's see. It says 1981. So where is Osco drug? Come on, where's the address? Okay, it's got to tell you how to get there, right? Well, that's kind of dumb. Let's have an ad to go use these coupons, but we're not going to tell you where it is. You got to go sneak around the town and try to find the place. Yeah, maybe it's not on that page. Let's see if it goes on to the next one. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on that one. So this is just, maybe everybody just supposedly knows where it is. May 31st, entries deposited at any 207. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them there. Shoot. Oh well. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that. It says Osco drug. Anyways, I mean, I don't want to. It really kind of doesn't matter in this case because we're not like trying to figure out anything. Now that I think about it. So here we go. Details of slaying withheld. Details of the killing of a Boise woman who was found dead in her car Tuesday morning are being withheld to avoid compromising the police investigation, authorities said Thursday. Boise Police Lieutenant Larry Jones, Ada County Deputy Prosecutor Roger Bourne, and County Coroner Erwin Sonnenberg said at a news conference that they would not release any information involving the slaying of Joyce Casper, 65, because it could adversely affect interviews with suspects. They would not indicate how the interviews could be affected. The perpetrator has not been apprehended, Jones said. We are still investigating. The body of Casper, owner of Casper's Vista Hallmark and Gift Shop at 800 Vista Avenue. So... No, that's not it. 800 Vista, huh? Wow. It's weird. They actually have it out there. They must have changed it all around at some point, because the railroad tracks over here, and there's no stores where she is. Was found in her car parked near the railroad tracks on the southeast corner of Vista Village. That will probably be there. Vista Village Shopping Center. Vista Village. There it is. Now look how close we were to that. Right there. And there's the railroad tracks. And what corner did they say? Southeast corner. Was found in her car parked near the railroad tracks on the southeast corner of the Vista Village Shopping Center. So, southeast corner. So right over here. And the railroad tracks are right here, so maybe that's what they're talking about. Okay, that's where her car was found. An autopsy was performed Wednesday, but authorities would not release the cause of or time of death. We don't have a firm suspect. Evidence found in Casper's death has been limited to her car, Jones said. Most other slayings in Boise have involved larger crime scenes and more evidence, he said. Every possible lead is being investigated, Jones said. There. Including an attempted strong-arm robbery of Casper outside her store, September 26th. This is another incident. An unarmed man asked her for money, Jones said. When she refused, the two scuffled when the man left without getting any money, Jones said. I wonder if that's this. Wow, that's crazy. He would not say what time the incident occurred or give any other details. Investigators have not established a link between the robbery attempt and Casper's death. We are checking any pertinent contact with any tie-in. Alright, this one says shop owner led busy life serving others. We don't probably need to get into like a personal piece about her. Police asked for help in investigating of Casper slaying. Boise police on Monday asked for public's help in locating a man who attempted to rob Joyce Casper. See, they might think that that's the person. More than 2 weeks before her slaying. Police have said little until now about their investigation of the slaying of Casper, who was found dead in her car October 13th. But Lieutenant Larry Jones said on Monday that police had reached a dead end in seeking a man who demanded money from Casper outside her card and gift shop on September 26th. In trying to locate this individual, we have exhausted all our possibilities, Jones said. We now need to enlist the public's help. Jones said the man is not necessarily a suspect in the homicide, but said the attempted robbery just sticks out as a unique situation in her life. This is one of the few negative encounters we could find. He said the man to turn himself in for questioning if he is out there. Police are looking for a white male aged 17 to 26, between 5'7" and 5'9", and weighing 140 pounds. He had straight black greasy hair that was combed back and was wearing red knee-length surfer shorts. The description was given by Casper after she reported the robbery attempt. Jones said the man is believed to live in or frequent the Vista Avenue neighborhood where Casper was found dead. She was the owner of Casper Vista Hallmark and Gift Shop at 800 Vista Avenue. Jones said Casper reported that she had been working late and was approached about 2:15 a.m. by a man near her car, which was parked behind the shop. He demanded money, Jones said, but Casper refused and The man slapped the man. In return, he struck her with his hand and ran off to the east towards Day Drive. She was not going to be intimidated by a street tough, Jones said. Jones did advise that women working alone at night need to be extra cautious or use extra caution because they are more easily victimized. And I'm not laughing at the story, I was laughing at how I just assumed what it was going to say, and that wasn't what it said. Jones still declined to disclose how Casper was killed, as did Police Chief Jim Montgomery. Let's see, it's not in the best interest of the case to release any information on the cause or circumstances. Yeah, so I'm just going to move on to the next one. This is October 24th. Police stay puzzled. On Monday, police asked for help in locating a man. Jones said the man is not necessarily a suspect. The bottom line is that the confession and questioning of a suspect are very important, so if you give out too much information, a false confession could happen. Police are searching for a white male, 17 to 26. Yeah, so they're just still looking around. This is November. Evidence in death of shop owner 65 still eludes police. On October 13th, Joyce Casper, 65, owner of Casper Vista Hallmark and Gift Shop at 800 Vista Avenue, was found dead in the front seat of the car parked near the Vista Village Shopping Center. Police have not released how she was slain because they said it could hamper interviews with suspects. Well, thanks, Rabid Wildebeest. I appreciate your support. Very kind of you. New donor in the house, sarcastically donating since 1999. There you go. Well, anyways, thank you anyways. However, despite that, let's see, he said hair and fingerprints from the car have been analyzed numerous times, but those things could have come from friends or employees who used the vehicle. He said police are checking homicide nationwide to see whether similarities exist to turn up clues. Yeah, they're just absolutely... In 1998, this is like 11 years later. Let's just check this one out. This might be what is being referred to in this article here. So here we go. The murder of Kaylin Jackson shocked many Boiseans because they thought it was the kind of thing that never happened here. Never say never. In October of 1987, a year before the birth of the boom that brought newcomers attracted by Boise quality of life, a local shopkeeper was murdered in her car as she was leaving work. The similarities between the killings of Jackson and Joyce Casper are eerie. Both women were said to be gentle people and devout Christians. Both were choked and sexually assaulted, and both murders occurred in public places. Casper's purse was ransacked, but her stolen credit cards were never used. Jackson's purse still had her money in it. Both crimes are unsolved. They're the kind of cases that can haunt you, Detective Lance Anderson told members of Boise Citizen Police Academy. There hasn't been a day since it happened that I haven't thought of Joyce Casper. A violent crime specialist with 25 years as a Boise cop, Anderson was speaking on the criminal investigation, the science that has come far in the years since Casper's death. Jackson's murder also could take years to solve, but the odds of success have improved. The computer that produced an image of the suspect in the Jackson case didn't exist when Casper was killed. Neither did the system that instantly transmits images and information to other jurisdictions, sometimes leading to arrests that otherwise wouldn't be made. A staged shooting during an Anderson presentation dramatized the need for better interviewing techniques. Asked what they recalled about the shooter, audience members described him as bearded and clean-shaven, 180 to 210 pounds, 5'9 to 6'2", and wearing a dark shirt, a black vest, and plaid sport shirt and pink t-shirt. Well, by the way, that makes me think of something really quick. In the Idaho 4 case, you've got these clowns out there literally saying that because Dylan Mortensen said the suspect looked to be 5'10 and Kohberger might be taller than that, it can't be Kohberger. Instead of just saying, in a situation like that, when somebody is absolutely terrified, their recollection of height is probably the last thing on their mind. You get what I'm saying? 5'10", 6 feet, they look the same to a lot of people. I stand next to my 6-foot friend. He looks the same to me as somebody that's 5'10" or 11. It just, and also your shoes make a difference. Maybe normally when she's walking around and talking to a guy that's 5'10", she's wearing shoes, right? Maybe she's wearing shoes when she's talking, and her mind recalled how high he was compared to her. And then this was the same, but she didn't have her shoes on. So he could even look a little taller than, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how else to, I guess in that case, the person would look shorter. But it doesn't even matter. If you're terrified like that, you're not noticing anything about somebody's height. She saw the bushy eyebrows because they stuck out, Oh my God, bushy eyebrows. Can you stand still really quick there, Mr. Kohberger? I don't know your name, but can you stand still for a second? I gotta go get a measuring tape. Yes, you appear to be 6 foot, 6'1", whatever. I'll write that down now. Well, thanks, Jen H. That was a nice thing to say. In a world with so few. So it's weird when people say, oh my God, it has to be somebody else because Dylan Mortensen said he appeared to be 5'10". You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't even know how tall. Does anybody know how tall Brian Kohberger is? How come his mugshot doesn't have the little thing next to it? Oh, it's a cover-up. They knew he didn't match the size of Dylan Mortensen, so didn't have him stand next to one of those measuring things. People say 6'4". I don't think he's anywhere near 6'4", man. Forget that. He's not even close. I think he's right around 6 feet or 5'11", something like that. People try to say 6'4", like he's this big monster walking around. Like he is a monster walking around, but like he's this massive guy. 6'4" would stick out like a sore thumb. And guess what? They're saying, listen, want to hear something crazy, everybody? They're saying Kohberger's 6'4" because they compared it to a guy running around at 423 to a fence. What the hell are you doing, man? That guy's probably somebody going to work. That's over average tall for guys. Serious question. Well, no, 5'9", and 5'9" is the average height for a male. 6 foot, that's lots of guys are 6 feet. It's just really common. Hey, thanks, Lisa L. Very nice of you. Appreciate that. And just realize that a large portion of what you just gave me is going to be going to a charity at the end of the month because I donate over 50% of the net revenue. Right? So I guess mathematically on what you just sent there would be that, let's see, $20, about 10 would be, so about like $15 after I pay taxes, maybe less than that, $14.50. Then $7 and some odd cents of that is going directly to a charity right at the end of the month. So like I say before, if you want a better bang for your money, just send it right into a charity. But if you'd like to help support my channel at the same time, that'd be great. And there's no specific charity that, by the way, if you call up the charities that I give money to, ask if they're appreciative of it. Yeah, there's no way Koberger is the same height as Alec Murdoch, right? Now let's see. Brian Koberger, standing in court or something. Let's just see. All right. So I guess in this picture here, this guy is 6'3". He's bent over a little bit. This guy over here is 6'5". He's hunched over. Man, there are a lot of tall people in that picture there. How about this one right here? Yeah, this guy right here is 6'4" too, man. And this guy's about 6'2" and a half. This guy's 6'1". Yeah, a lot of giants in that picture there. Now, basically the NBA team right there walking into the room. There we go. Here's a good picture right here. I like this one. There's a picture right there. This guy is 7'5" because Koberger's 6'4". He's standing there and he's way taller than Koberger right there. This guy is now the new center for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So you'll see him on TV next week. Just look for the guy with no hair. Yeah. And when you see him sitting in the car when he gets pulled over, does he seem like this overly tall person? No, he's sort of sitting normally, and people are crazy, you guys. People are crazy. I don't know how tall he is, but he's not 6'4". I can tell you that. Let me ask you this, though. Why don't people just do what I just did? It's so simple. Starting at power forward is Brian Koberger. He's now 7'9", apparently, compared to a fence in the background. We now know that Brian Koberger is 7'9". Very coordinated for a 7'9" person, but look for him in your next NBA broadcast. There'll definitely be an ad halfway through the show recommending the next game to watch with Brian Koberger. You know what I'm saying? If he's 6'4", then I'm Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, you probably are, Kyle. Have you taken a picture lately? Hey, thanks, Silver Leaf. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it would be funny to take all of the garbage that these people are throwing out there and make like this long-running comedic sort of diatribe on all of the absolute garbage that's out there. Why are you saying that, Gray? They work really hard. You know, I got to tell you how easy it is to do what those people do. It's so easy to make these little links and ties. You just find a little something somewhere in an image and then claim it has some meaning and then do other research on that and then try to tie it all back together. It's the same thing that the spirit box people do. Okay? Same thing. Sorry about that. Tarot and magic. Yeah. Juniper's tarot and magic. Oh, yeah. I just printed out 24 astrology charts of 24 notorious serial killers, and I can tell you this. I can tell you this Brian Koberger has many of the same... Oh, give me a break. Jesus. There's nothing to... Look at... I'm just going to tell you this right now. Astrology charts, they don't mean shit. Okay? I don't mean to... ruin your parade, everybody. But they don't mean anything. In fact, if somebody told you what was on their astrology chart, but said it was yours, you'd agree with it because everybody likes all the things. You know, we're all have some of the things in them. I know they're fun to goof around with, though, right? I'm sure you do, KK. I'm sure you do. Hey, thanks, Shelly Pink. Yeah. You match whatever astrology chart you're told that you match. In fact, what if you were told that you were a Gemini, and your whole life you go, see, I'm exactly like a Gemini. Ah, look at this, look at this. Look. And then one day you find out you're adopted and your birthday was actually, August 28th. All of a sudden you do the Gilligan you can't fly moment and crash to the ground because those wings don't work now. But you were in the air. No, they can't tell you anything. Yeah. Let's see. I know people want to believe that, but it's just not true. Look at KK is now saying, "Hey Juniper, do one for Gray." You don't think it's just going to be? She's been on the show. She listens, so of course you're going to make it where it. Oops, Amber, and she fit perfectly, right? When it was a Gemini, you're like, "Oh my God, it's perfect." Oh crap. Okay, now only. Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't really fit this one. KK, I don't believe in any of that crap. I do look, I've seen it before, and it's sort of funny, like, oh yeah, I can see that, yeah. But I can see that when somebody else reads theirs, I can see that in me too. Okay, so I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just not, what do you call it? Like, I don't have fanciful belief systems like you do, okay? It's not a real thing. Tell me how the alignment of stars can affect somebody's actual personality. It's all based on how you're raised and things like that. It has nothing to do with the planetary structure. Yeah. Gray's so mean. There's so many people. It doesn't, Juniper's Tarot and Magic. And now go back to doing what you're doing before. I don't want you commenting about even your serial killer comment above. It's just trying to pump up the crap that you like to sell people. I don't do that, okay? So if you want to do that, just do it somewhere else. I don't want any of your thoughts on astrology or any of that stuff in here because it's not what I do. I've told you this before, okay? Thank you. Yeah. I'm not going to get into an argument with you about, is astrology real? Does it really make you be different? Yeah, forget it. Yeah, maybe they're like, I mean, we've already talked about that, Juniper Terramat. If you want to hang out here and watch do the true crime stuff that we do, and then get really good information, and then go do your spirit box reading and pretend that you got the same information from the spirits, you can go ahead. I mean, that's fine. But we just don't do spirit boxes. We don't do EVP. We don't do astrology. It has nothing. People that go straight over to astrology charts in the true crime genre are people I fly away from as fast as possible. Okay? So I'm sorry if that offends people, but I don't believe any of that shit. And psychics, forget it. Okay? Those are the last resort. The people at the very end of their ropes, they have nothing left. Then the blood-sucking psychics come in and start telling these poor families who have no answers that they can get them answers, and they are never right. Maybe 1 in a million, but that one, everybody talks about that one. Well, Gray, why does law enforcement use them? Oh, you mean like the one who took a shirt from a headless girl that was killed, and then the cop sent the shirt to the psychic, and the shirt went missing. They could never test it again. Yeah, that's great. That's good stuff. Yeah. Well, I guess I don't like your channel blue. What does that even mean? Angie Miller 7660. Yeah, what does that even mean? My new yeah, I'm sure it did. So is that offensive to you guys that I don't believe in that stuff? Like it actually makes a difference? It's kind of fun and entertaining and stuff like that, but it means nothing. Psychics, the spirit boxes, all that stuff. I hope that if I ever do that, man, I hope you guys run for the hills. Like if I ever accept something that ridiculous as some meaningful thing, I mean, I guess it could be some sort of, no, I mean, unless it's part of the case, like it's like this astrologist killed somebody. Which Juniper Tarot Magic's going to do, right? She's going to put some hexes on me and... Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't. But hey, KK, go do your own thing then. I mean, you always try to tell me how to do my show. I'm not going. I don't care about any of that stuff here. Okay. You know, I don't want it even in the chat as part of a conversation about crime. Oh, what sign are they? It's just absolutely meaningless. All right. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, God. Okay. See, that's why I gotta remove that comment there. See. All right. It's absolute garbage. All right. Doesn't matter what you believe. You're entitled. Yeah, you're right. But we don't do that here, is what I'm saying. We don't have psychics, tarot card reading. We don't have any of that absolutely nonsensical crap that people try to peddle on YouTube to get people to view and build up a channel and make people believe that stuff. Spirit boxing, boxes, all that stuff. Now, if you couch it as this is pure entertainment, everybody, I have no way of really saying that this is real. But if you want to come and, you know, just do some goofy entertainment, that's fine, you know. But to try to pretend it's like some legitimate thing, that's where there's a problem with it. Mm-hmm. And I think there is, here's the thing, everybody. I do believe there is life on other planets out there somewhere. That's not even anywhere close to the same thing as believing in spirit boxes. Okay? Not even close. All right? It's not, Juniper. Just do your own, I always was wondering if you were going to try to use this channel to try to pump up your crap, but I really don't want you to do that. If you start doing it more, it's not going to work out well for you. Okay? No, it's not just facts, Juniper. You're not. There's nothing factual about what you're talking about. Okay? So you can go sell that it is factual on your channel, all right? But not here. Okay? Now we always got people that come in and just sort of like derail the show. You know, I don't know what it is, but right. Yeah, you've already done it tonight. You talked about how you looked up serial killers and their charts, and wow, they're just all the same. And, have a funny soundbite on spirit boxes. Oh yeah. This is. Where is our spirit box? Here it is. At a hut, everybody. Stupid, dilligan little buddy, skip by. Man, shit, man, bat shit. Yeah. Right. Okay. Didn't say, but my gut says yes. Maybe future articles will reveal that as Gray progresses. What are you talking about? I don't know what Michael's talking about, or who Michael is, or Mike. Oh, Michael Cadell. Yeah. Is it right there? That was from yesterday. Where is he looking? I can't even see him. Is that because I don't have it on? Oh, the live chat thing. There we go. That's crazy. Yeah, I just read that a minute ago. That she was sexually assaulted, yeah. Anyways, where were we at in here? When Joyce was killed, investigators just asked the basic questions, Anderson said. Now they're all have to go through a full interview and interrogation, da-da-da-da. So that was 1998. So I'm just going to get to where we are now. And here it is, everybody. Identifinders International. Identifinders International, LLC, in conjunction with Boise Police Department, is pleased to announce the identification of Frank A. Rodriguez as the assailant in the 1987 murder of prominent businesswoman and much-loved Boise resident Joyce Casper. There was no spirit boxes used, nor astrological signs to identify Frank A. Rodriguez nor were their psychics employed. On October 13th, 1987, Casper was found murdered in her car outside the Hey, come on, that was pretty good how I read that as if it was in the article. Oh, God, that was quality. That was good stuff. Casper was found murdered in her car outside of her Vista Hallmark shop near Vista Village Shopping Center. At the time, detectives looked into a report that Joyce made 2 to 3 weeks before the murder involving a male assailant who had attempted to assault her at her business. She described to officers... Oh, so that is related then, maybe. Okay, at the time, detectives looked into a report, let me see, that Joyce made 2 to 3 weeks before the murder involving a male assailant who had attempted to assault her at her business. She described to officers that the suspect was likely between 17 and 25 with slick black back hair. We read that, right? A suspect could... I didn't read this article here. A suspect could not be identified at the time. After reopening the case in 2017, Boise police detectives found evidence had been preserved that was not useful in 1987. Boise police brought in a company that used advanced DNA technology to create a profile of the suspect. Based on that analysis, Boise police investigators worked through hundreds of leads and potential suspects. After no suspect was generated from the search, detectives from BPD's Violent Crimes Unit and Special Victims Unit continued to work diligently to solve the case and bring the Casper family answers, said Boise Police Captain Matt Jones. We appreciate the work of our many partners throughout this case, including Identifinders International, who helped us narrow down the suspect. Listen, everybody. Identifinders International was the sole reason that this got solved, okay? Captain Matt Jones, we appreciate the work of our many partners throughout the case, including Identifinders International, who helped us narrow down. In 2020, Identifinders International was called in to apply forensic genetic genealogy to the case based on leads supplied by Identifinders, Boise police detectives, and detectives from all over the country conducted interviews which led to the right branch of the suspect's family. With the assistance of Identifinders, the Boise Police Department approached the suspect's immediate family with a request for DNA samples to confirm Frank A. Rodriguez as the suspect. We realized immediately that the case would be challenging because Hispanics are not well represented in genetic genealogy databases, stated Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick, president of Identifinders International. But our persistence paid off. Lisa Lewis did a great job helping Boise police identify Mr. Rodriguez. Rodriguez was born in Hartford, Connecticut, and moved as a teenager with his family to Boise in the mid-1980s. His profile was not found in any law enforcement database. Without forensic genetic genealogy, the case would likely have never been solved. Identifinders would like to express their appreciation to the Boise Police Department for trusting us with the case and helping bring closure to the Casper family. And apparently he killed himself somewhere, so pretty crazy. And good job, Identifinders International. And they are the people that we, Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick, I actually talked to her for, 25, 30 minutes tonight. And they might come on Friday with Lisa here, Lisa Lewis. And she said Lisa was really excited to come on and explain how they did this. Would you guys be interested in that? Or will it be one of those other nights where when they come on, the super chats are like 0 for some reason? Yeah, we'll do it anyways. Yeah. I mean, let me ask you guys something. Would you guys even like me much at all if I caved into, like, believing in, like, that kind of stuff, like Juniper's tarot and magic and, the psychics and all that stuff? I don't think you'd even want to watch the show. It's for Identifinders. Sorry, Gray, Well, it's okay. It's okay, Jennifer. I'm just saying, if you, I don't want you in here selling to anybody that stuff works, okay? Because it doesn't. All right. Now you might think it does on your behalf, but the way here's what makes a great psychic. I mean, I think I'm really intuitive. Like I can assess a situation and intuitively figure out something. And I think good psychics, with quotes around it, are really people that are intuitive and they work through a case beforehand and then pretend that they're gleaning the information from touching a shirt or some shit like that. Okay? It's just nonsense. Are you sure run the world? But I guess I could be more like, go ahead and think that crap. Right? Like KK wants me to just accept it as if it's like a real thing that I should incorporate into my shows, and I'm just not going to do it, I don't care if you believe in that stuff, like you can go do it if you want to. Yeah, but it doesn't belong in the true crime community. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I think there's probably some psychics out there. I don't know. God. I mean, I just that think that they know that it makes sense what they're doing, but hey, Naven Man, I can say whatever the hell I want on here. I'm just going to comment on whatever somebody says. I don't need you in here telling me how to do anything, all right? You don't need to tell me, oh, she's good. I know she's a good person. We've talked in here. I mean, she's called in before, I think. But it has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm just saying we don't do that here. And I don't know how else to do it without referring. So that's what I'm saying. See how it just sidetracks the show, and then people go, oh, look how mean Gray is, and he's like the... What do you want me to do? Just let it be? Like it's okay? Yeah. It's not. Nah, I'm not going to run the world. Sorry about that. Yeah. I mean, I apologize that it bothers you, but I am going to trash it because I've never seen... The psychic community is so horrific to family members of crime, it actually makes me embarrassed for them. So, if you want to think of it as a fun little hobby, and, I mean, I do believe in there's some, stuff out there. But I'm not going to I'm going to badmouth psychics and so forth in the true crime community. Okay? I'm just going to do that. So if it bothers you, I guess I'm in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. I apologize. But see, we wouldn't even be talking about this had Juniper not came in and tried to do this big comparison of Koberger and all these other, astrological signs. Because, of course, at that point I'm going to say something, and then it's like, no, it's real, and then it turns into an absolute joke, okay? Yeah. How do you not badmouth psychics? I just... I mean, the astrological sign thing, yeah, I mean, I can understand people, like, goofing around with it and really getting into it and stuff like that. But the psychics in true crime, give me a break. Jesus. If you want to do the psychic, I'm not sure if I believe a weird, impossible thing. You don't have to delete... Why did you remove Run the World's comment there? Or she retracted. I was just trying to read it. Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing: is like I don't believe in psychics, and I mean I do believe that people have intuition, and there's some weird kind of sense that some people have or whatever. I mean, I've explained who erased it. YouTube? Because it says message retracted, meaning that you removed it. Or maybe YouTube removed it. Why would they remove it? I don't even know what that means, Richard. Pardon my skepticism, but an animation may or may not solve the case. To me, it would be like doing an animation of the moon landing. I have no idea what that even means, Richard. I got to come up with a better... Yeah, but anyways, I didn't mind the comment that you made. I don't know what it said right at the end. Maybe that was the part, but... I mean, I have told, the story about the balloon floating to me after my brother died, right? Like, what is that? I mean, is there something else going on out there? Right, because they got lucky there, Daryl. There's like a certain handful of cases out there where somebody just goes, oh, I picture this, and it just so happens that's what it is. And yeah. Yeah, it could just be a coincidence. But, man, that was pretty weird. Yeah. That's a weird one because it was like... I'm playing basketball. Oh, my brother died on March 13th, 1986. Then... I think later than the fall or the next year. No, it was the next year on his birthday, March 9th. He died 4 days after his birthday. I was just shooting baskets at the same fraternity that he died in on a basketball court that they had named right after he died the Garrett Hughes Memorial Basketball Court. So on his birthday, I'm out there outside shooting baskets in the misty sort of rain, just shooting, thinking about him. And I look up in the sky and there's a little dot. And then it turns out it's a balloon. And then it lands right in my hand on the court, a happy birthday cellophane balloon on a rainy day on March 9th, 1987. And, you think of that and you're like, God, that's weird no matter how you look at it. It's hard to, like, what are the odds of that? I mean, I know when you say coincidence, but man, that's just, 1 in a billion. I mean, Yeah, it was my brother. I made a video on it, and part of the, what was that? Yeah, I mean, so this is what sounds kind of weird, but I had a channel called Your Personal Paranormal Experience, meaning those moments that you have in your life that are weird, that you can't explain, like, oh my God. I mean, one time my uncle had, what do you call it? He had cancer, and it was some really crappy kind, and he was really suffering. And my mom told me that, and I went to sleep, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I felt happy because he wasn't suffering anymore. It was like 3 a.m, and I woke up my brother even and said, "Hey, I think he's happy. He's not in pain. And then that he died and everything." Then the next morning, my mom, we finally went back to sleep, and then my mom called the next morning and said, "Yeah, he died at 3 a.m. last night." It was like it was so perfectly matched up to what I was feeling and said. So those kind of things are weird, right? Like what are those? But see, Gray, there's people that can tap into the. Okay, well there you go. Yeah, well, I don't believe in astrological stars affecting somebody's personality. KK. Now, I might. Here's what I might believe in: that maybe there are spirits or whatever. I don't know, but I can tell you this: they're not communicating on a spirit box. One thing I always tell people with the spirit box situation is, how come the spirits don't just, when you go, "Who did the crime?" and they go, instead of them just going, "Oh, it's Jim Smith at 2244 19 Broadway Street." You know, how come the spirits aren't more generous like that? Well, Gray, it doesn't work quite like that. What they like to do is make you work for it. Yeah, those damn those damn ghosts that sign up for the spirit box. You know, so the thing is where the spirits are living, there's actually you sign up for it. The spirits do. Hey, you want to be part of this? These people dial us up and we just pretend. So they're talking like this. Oh, I know it's Jim Sanders. I know it's Jim Sanders. Hey, Gillian, do it. Yeah, so what they do when they're up there, they can speak like the rest of us, but they decide in mass to respond with nonsensical statements by blurting out something that kind of sounds like something. They're not willing to help. And that makes me angry about those ghosts, that they could have helped a lot more. Yeah. Well, if they don't know either, Juniper, then why do you do the spirit box crap? It doesn't mean anything. And by the way, the sounds that you're hearing are nothing. They're just some recording that gets sent to your device. That's not what they told me on the app, Gray. They said I'm literally communicating with ghosts. Okay, well, I've got some swampland to sell you. I can tell you that right now. Does it rain? Does it rains? I'm actually having a good time, Teresa. I'm happy right now. Man, I wouldn't like to see you when you're not. All right, anyways, I'm going to get moving on to the... So good job, Identifinders International. Boom chakalaka. Yeah. All right, so the thing I was saying before, I want you to visualize what I'm saying again really quickly. So people are bitching about, you arbitrarily put some time the guy was waiting. Because there's 17 minutes on one of the loops. Because I don't know where he went. I'm just, I put him on, I have him waiting longer. What do you want me to do? Drive him to McDonald's? And then you say, why do you go to McDonald's, Gray? I don't know, because I had to kill 18 minutes, and the best, or not 18, about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes, and the way I did that was by just letting him park right here for a few minutes. I mean, people's brains don't work well. I got to tell you, the looping, this route here isn't the story, really. The story is that at 3:28, just watch it again, everybody. Where is it? Right here at 3:28 by the A&W. First of all, it was down here at 3:26. Perfectly matches. 2 minutes later, 3:28 drives over here. Then it takes 2 minutes or so to go from there to here, and that puts you in 3:30, 3:31. And then right at 3:30 and some odd seconds, 3:30 and 50 seconds or so, the Elantra goes right here. So that matches what the probable cause says, that at 3:28, it's right here, and it takes 2 minutes, and then boom, the vehicle matching an Elantra drives back here and comes around, and that's one. And then there's a second loop, and then there's a third loop. Then they say the vehicle returns to the area at 4:04 for its final loop. And guess what? Who knows where the area starts? Is it right here at this apartment complex? Then they come around here at 4:05, and then at 4:05 and some odd seconds, that's when the car drove in here, stopped, backed up, drove this way, then right here, tried to park, wasn't able to, failed doing something. Then it comes over here, does a 3-point turn. This is all on the probable cause, and then it says, but here's what, let me go back to this part. The first time it drove back there at 4:05, it comes back here, stops and turns around. It actually says that in the probable cause, that it drove east on Queen Road. Might have said King Road because they were messing that up. King Road. At 500 Queen Road, it turned around and drove this direction, and then right here it tried to park. Then it went here, did a 3-point turn, and then it went east again. And guess what? You see it right at that exact time going like this around. 3 of the motions out of the 5 are literally mentioned in the probable cause. The 2 that aren't mentioned are loop number 2 and 3, but they were referenced saying that it did 3 loops. It just didn't describe like what time and that kind of thing. So does that make sense to you guys? That 5 of them are actually, 3 of them out of the 5 are on the probable cause document. Does that mean something? I think it means it's tremendously valuable. And then the other 2 were mentioned in the comment about 3 different passes. I don't understand how people can't see this. It's not tunnel vision. It's not none of that stuff. It's just crystal clear. Somebody did send what I made to the prosecutors, and they sent me the CC'd me. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, thanks. I mean, I'm sure they have it, but this is the way you present it. If you could present it like this in court and match it up to the way I would do this if I was on a prosecution team, is I would take every single surveillance camera that they have, the white launcher on it, and I would have the car moving around, and as it passes the house that has the camera on it, you cut over to the surveillance footage until it's not in the screen anymore. Then you go back to the map and have the car traveling around until it gets to the next camera, and you just keep doing it, and you get it every single time it makes the loops. And the jury, by the time they saw it, yep, that is the car. Yep, we got that. Now, how do we know that Brian Kohberger was in it? Then you sell those parts where it leaves at 2:45 or so from Pullman, Washington. It shows up down here at 3:28, but it pings with his phone pings, and the white Elantra is in Pullman. Yeah, I think if you did that, I would love to be able to do that for a case like this. It would work, and it would be totally admissible, and it would represent exactly what's going on. You know, this Halloween is going to be, oh jeez, who cares? Come on. Are you going to get one, Teresa? You going to get the Kohberger mask? I'm going to have a call-in show. You should wear one and come on. No, you should. You should do it. There's going to be a lot of Kohbergers running around. Wouldn't that be creepy if there was a killer out there that put on a Kohberger mask? Ew, Jesus. At a hot, stupid, Gilligan little buddy. See that I can do those sounds. And guess what, everybody? I like Juniper's Tarot and Magic. I like her, not the Tarot and Magic. I don't know if that's her real name, but I don't think it's Juniper. Maybe it is, but all right. Lots of Kohbergers running around will be exciting the parties. All right. I know, but you always get these people that think because I don't accept it on my show that all of a sudden I don't like somebody. Yeah. Well, you could be nicer. I am. I'm about as nice as I could. I've said it 1,000 times. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking for the file here. I gotta make the walkthrough here. I like you too, KK. You know, I'm just saying. You know, sometimes you jump in with like how I should be doing something. We argue about it all the time, even off the air. You know, it's like just. Let's see. So this is a program you guys haven't seen too much. This one. This is what I'm using. Hey, thanks, Plato. Yeah. So I kind of put the model in here. Actually, I think I need to start over again. There was something that wasn't working. It's not going to work again, I can tell you. For making me laugh so hard, my side hurts every time you do the spirit box impression. You're the only creator who makes me laugh so loud that my husband always asks, "What's up?" Okay. I do hear that a lot. Man, I gotta tell you, when we do like Thanksgiving and so forth, I always make everybody laugh. And there a lot of times my mom and my dad are like have tears in their eyes and they're crawling. And I actually make myself laugh too, but it's just it's funny, you wouldn't know that, right? You would think that there's nothing but misery on my channel. It's the worst place that you could ever go. He's just the... this is the default character that comes with the program, by the way. It's just stupid. And I don't really know how to get rid of... Let me try to get rid of that and this. You know what's cool is I have all these old models that were made years ago. They're really awesome. Like, look how cool this one is. Look at that. Like somebody made like this is one that just a regular dude made. It's awesome. Look at that. I've had this for 25 years, that model right there. Still works in all the iterations. Thanks, Juniper's Tarot and Magic. I'm going to make a new channel name for here. June is my nickname, or Junie. Just Juniper will be my name. How about, let's see. The real Juniper. You can do whatever you want. I'll remember it because I always say Juniper anyway. It's hard to say that long name too. It's not as long as Crystal, aka Beaver Gaming Sub Crystal. I haven't seen her in a while, but remember how long that one was? Oh, there already is a Juju positive. Interesting thing about spirit boxes is that I never see a control ask one if 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah, why don't they do that? Hey, spirit box, what is 1 + 1? At a hut? Well, you guys can't do math up there? At a hut? Stupid! You are stupid, because all you had to say was 2. Oh, did you hear that? It did say stupid. Oh, man, at least we know now why they said stupid in there. Although it's been saying stupid for a long time. Spirit boxes. They don't know math. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, this is crazy. All right, let me... Is it Michael? Is that who I was using? It doesn't really matter the character that I'm using. All right, let me see if it works now. I'm going to import the model. House here. And then don't need that. Oh, yeah, jeez. Can you have me do this for the whole thing? You want to continue? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. So in this program, I just sort of brought in the basic. So this is how it would be. We know just by looking at it that this is the kitchen on the bottom floor there. The whole thing isn't, it's not set up right. As a matter of fact, I think I can. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, so right there, that's on the ground. And down here is the kitchen entry, but I just did the walls. And then you come up here and you do this thing called, you create a walk path, and there it is. And I just want to see, okay, good, now it's working. It wasn't working before on the other one. There we go. So if you put it right over here, and I just do it on one level, and then animate it moving later. Can't really see it. Let me see if I go to the wire frame. Is that where? Yeah. Gotta start over. File. New. Hey, Robin, what's going on? Missed you over there on the what is it, Amber Heard trial. Okay. Where's the other? I can't see the. Should be one over here. Yeah, it's brutal. There. So there, it's got to enter on the right side because that's where the sliding glass is. So it's over there. Oh, that's right, there's a... So it kind of enters in. I can't move it the way yeah, there it is. Maybe I need to have it on this. Maybe that's where I need to be. Jesus. Huh. Yeah, things don't seem to... It keeps wanting me to add ones instead of moving it. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But you make the path, and then it goes through the entire house. What's going on, Blue? Man, I have no there. Look at, it's got that. But where's the end part? I'll get rid of it again. Man, it seemed like they changed something when they... on an update. Configure, create walk path. Ah, there it is. I found it finally. There we go. Yeah, so there's this other piece. So I see it now, but I don't want this. Can I turn off graph? Does that? God, it's crazy. Let me open up the other one again. Try it one more time. The old one. See if I can fix it. Get some coffee, Amber Maiden. That. Is it still crazy? Oh, good. Somehow it's working now for some reason. All right, we'll just use this one. All right. Ah, jeez. How about that one maybe? Or is it that one? Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Now I can see through it. See that? So now here's the path that Brian Koberger, not some other guy. Brian Koberger. This is how he would get through there. So see that? So right now we've got it set up where he's just walking from here, goes through the sliding glass door, then goes like this, and then just past where, goes out of the kitchen area, then up these stairs here, and then you've got to do you got to add little vertices to make it go up, and then you have to grab this little point and make it go up here like this, and then like that, and then take that, and then now you're sort of seeing how it can go up the stairs, and then right there, but move this a little bit further so he doesn't run into the wall. So about like that. See that? Do you see what I'm doing here? So he goes in. He goes upstairs first, right? Do you guys think he looked into Kaylee's room? Just looked in there and saw that there was nobody there first? I don't know if he would have, because I don't even think he knew. He might have known Kaylee was there because he was monitoring outside. What do you guys think, though? Because I got to make that decision right now. What do you think? Here, I'll do a poll here. Let's do this. Does look into Kaylee's room? There you go. There's the poll question. Get ready, everybody. Does he look into that room first and then go over to Madison's room? I can see him just looking in, So what do we got up there? 67% say yes. All right. Yeah, so right there, and then maybe, I mean, it's going to keep moving really fast, so maybe it just kind of goes in there for a second. Oops, shit. So just like maybe a quick little loop like that in there. Just kind of. I mean, I don't have a way to pause him and look or anything, so he's got to keep moving. Be something really short like that. Now I'm trying to remember how that bathroom. So her door is right there, but I know there was a wall here. Okay, I gotta open up. Do this again. Hold on. And what's cool is I just have him walk the whole house on one floor, and then when I do when I bring it into this program, I assign his whole body and movement to a dummy, and I can animate the dummy. There's just a dummy, just is like a point. You know, it doesn't mean anything, but I can animate it so when he gets to the stairs, I have him go up in the air and stuff. I animate the point even though he's moving around the house exactly the same. From above it would look like he was flat. Does that make sense? Gray, not really. It absolutely made no sense whatsoever. But yeah, it's good stuff. What's a rude question? What did I say? What'd I do this time? So that's the room it just went in. It's kind of a similar move, actually, that we just did. Okay. Alright, so right, it's just a straight line right next to the... So that's it right there. But how come it looks different? Like it... So weird. Doesn't really look like that to me. It looks narrower. I gotta get my other music on. The key gen. No, I'm creating a new walk on it. I'm not creating any. I'm not changing my model up at all. No, why would I make a new interior? I don't want to. It takes too much time. A new interior? Jesus. You guys think I have like 6 months to do all this? Yeah, we were saying that yesterday, Maven, man. Actually, let me just, what's going on here? That's kind of how I have it in the other one. Oh, cool. Oh, I see. So that's just an optical illusion. You know what I could do and make this simple is go over here, and now that we're already up there, I could look at him from, which one am I on right here? do it from the left. Oh no, that's not gonna work. And put everything else below the ground. Let's see, is that gonna work? Oh man, don't do that. No, it kind of looks the same. Why does it look like that? No, it looks exactly the same as I have it. But it's this, that bar at the top here isn't really... I think it needs to go down just a little bit more. There we go. Now you just have the walls on that floor. Ah, yeah, that makes it a little easier to sort of see, because it goes like this, and then that's the door right here. You just go in like that. So why do you want me to make a whole new interior? That's the part that takes the longest. You know, as long as you have the representation of it, that's what matters. I do have the hardwood floors. Everyone wants me to put that little sign by the thing, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, let me get that other music out though. It's a little less relaxing, but actually this is relaxing. This one makes me want to drink. From the green forests of the Pacific Northwest, I bid you all good evening, or good morning as the case may be. Thank you, Teresa. Well, that's okay, Teresa. I'm just flipping you crap, you know. What do you think I've got all month? I'm gonna have him just turn around in here really quick. I love this music for some reason. I can listen to this all day. Now they go to Ethan. Right across. Thanks, Just Junie. Oh, is that Juniper? Are you Juniper? Okay, there we go. There's Just Junie. Hey, Junie. Look at her little animation. Oh, you have two accounts going at the same time? What the heck are you doing now? There's a bed over here, though. Anybody know where the bed is actually in this room here? Because I have it here, but I always thought it was against the other wall. But somebody said, no, Gray, it's against the window. That doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like you'd have it over there. God, this is a good model. Man. Cool. Under the dome? I like Glare. He's cool. Yeah, I always thought it was against the other wall, but somebody said, no, it's against the window, but that doesn't make... Who would put it there? Doesn't make any sense. Rocking right by Dylan Mortenson's room. I don't really need this guy. See how you can just play this song over and over again and it doesn't bother you? It's crazy, isn't it? It's like it just keeps going on and on and on. We could do that one for a little bit. That kind of works for this, you know. Play that one too. Hey, what kind of a comment is that, Rosemary? With your dumbass, just get out of here. All caps, let me type this weird shit in. Crime dissector, thug ejector, I'm a certified email lie detector. So I think that looks pretty good, you guys. I mean, it looks crazy as hell right there, but... Stop, collaborate, and listen. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to find my old models. Yeah, it's weird that people they're not loading up at all. Because I don't want to. I gotta focus on what I'm doing. I don't care who it was. I was dumb to comment, you know. Just... Yeah, you know what's weird is I'm not sure why I can't load in my... I have these little characters that load in, but... Let's see if I can load one in. Maybe I have to do this again. Close it. I'm going to keep this. I already saved it. I'm going to open it back up again and see what happens. Sometimes you got to do that.
And if the last song wasn't going to put you to sleep, this one will.
I don't know. Juju doesn't always show up on the shows. So I don't get it. I think there was something kind of frozen on that thing. How come? Run the world. She's got a whole bunch of them. There's the standard figure that just shows up. Make sure to delete that one first so I don't get a naked person on this screen. Is it gonna work now? Let's see. Yeah, see now they're all easy here. Additional figures, legacy content, mannequin. That's all I need is a mannequin here. So I can put this guy out here. Doesn't matter, you know, you don't see the person. I'm just using it from the vision. Although I wonder if I should make an actual person walking. Then you can do a couple shots like Dylan seeing him, but that's the only time. Is it worth trying to make a guy with bushy eyebrows just for that one shot when, I don't know. Let's see, maybe I've got a low res character I could use. somebody with incredibly long eyebrows. Hey, thanks, Lanky Tor. Please like and support the channel. Thank you. Yeah, maybe that comment above didn't was a mistake, but it just seemed kind of like it didn't really make sense for what we were talking about. Oh, there it is. Poser 1 through 4. See, these are really low-res characters here. Like this casual man guy. This character right here. See that? Look at that guy. It doesn't even have his head, doesn't even. Here, maybe I'll use the Poser 3 guy. He was better. So I've actually been using this program for 27 or 8 years. This guy might work. He's got kind of bushy eyebrows. Look at that. Man, if that isn't Brian Koberg, I don't know who is. Okay, now here's the walk designer here. Alright, now, before I get too carried away, I gotta open up the program that it was all in, so hopefully... There it is. Is it going to work? Oh yeah, one of Zozo's, her case that she started following true crime, Barnes, in Australia. He's going to be, she always wanted me to cover it, but the mom wouldn't let, she didn't want anybody covering it. So apparently they're having some kind of an inquest coming up here later in the month, like in a week or so. And let's see what that turns up. Probably nothing. Alright, Windows, walk designer. I haven't got much done in the last few minutes, but... There we go. Businessman. There he is. There's the businessman right there. Well, no, I don't want the businessman. I want the... He was like a casual man. Right there. Casual man. And look at it. Puts the character right on the screen here. There it is. There's a casual man. There's him walking. Walking really weirdly, by the way. His arms are all jacked up, man. What's going on with that? No thanks. This thing has these little things like cool, elderly. Here's elderly. Watch. Wow, that guy's. Who does that look like? Oh yeah, that looks like Joe Biden right there. He walks just like him. Look at that. Except the next scene would be him tripping over something and then blaming it on somebody else. Gray, I didn't come here for politics, you bastard. Well, the truth is the truth, you know what I'm saying? Gray, you were doing so well until you brought up Biden. I love Biden. I think he's the greatest president in the world, and for you to insult him like that, oh, it was just too much. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, and not about me, about him. Wow, look at this weird look. Looks like he's got broken legs there that are just swinging. Yeah, I think it's about as good as I can do with this guy. He's already not working very well. Actually, let me get rid of this guy. Let me put in like a later character. The poser 5, I think. Maybe we'll use this Don character. Nah, he looks bad. Poser 6, maybe? There it is, Poser 6. James. Casual, there you go, that would be good. And then somebody always falls in, well, he's better than Trump. Let's see. Yeah, so let me get the Windows walk cycle here. Walk designer. Show and explore. Grab that. Figure type. James. Casual. There we go. Well, I'll put him in there. Maybe he'll work better. Maybe that was too old of a model. Yeah, it looks a little more natural there, doesn't it? What does it look like from the front? That guy looks ridiculous. Arm out, so you can make his arms a little wider. Maybe like this. That's pretty good right there, right? Does it have something about feet in? He's walking with his feet way out. This guy's got hip problems. Doesn't he? Look at him. All kinds of hip problems here. That's from the side. 3/4. Top view. I like that one. Alright, here we go. Apply. Path 2. Start and then end. There we go, look at, watch. There he goes, walks. So he walks into the kitchen, around, then up the stairs, and then at the top of the stairs, checks Kaylee's room, then exits again, and goes into Madison's room, right there. Then he goes around, down, then right across and steps up that little step up into the family room, then goes down that hallway, the bathroom's right on the left there, then into Xana's room, goes around, out, then back into where Madison Mogen's room is right to the left there, passes her, takes a right, goes into the kitchen and out. Boom! Can I get a boom? Yeah, I think that worked pretty good. Yeah, so that's 18, and then it stops at like 18, so let's see, 60 times 30, that's only 30 frames a second times 60 is 1800, so that's only a minute that whole time. How fast does that move? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. So I think I like the way the path. It's all good, but I'm gonna have to make this longer. I'm gonna make it like. So that's right? 60 seconds with 30 frames a second. That's 1800. So I would look at more like. I mean, the problem is he could have killed all 4 of them in 4 minutes, but people act like, oh my God, he couldn't have done that. He could have done that. He might not have gone into that house until after Xana was off of TikTok. Or Xana, excuse me. Well, that's what everybody's saying, Zozo. I'm going with that one. He definitely didn't come in from downstairs. And so this is really the only option right here. I guess, if you want to do the TikTok thing and all that, I don't have time to come up with the less likely story. That's the problem. I don't have time to come. I already did the one where he comes downstairs though, right? I already did that one. And then of course in that scenario you would think Xana and Ethan would be first and then you go upstairs. So how fast is he moving? It's kind of a long ways to go in this a little bit of time. Let's see if this looks reasonable height-wise when he's going through. That looks pretty good, right? Height-wise. Look out, that's pretty sweet. Look at, you can actually see it here. Where he goes around. Wait, why is he already going over there, though? What the hell's going on? Now I gotta see this again. Something haywire happened. Oh, I see. Everybody's on the yeah. So that's what I'm saying. See how weird that looks, you guys? Watch this. So when you watch this, you go, why is he making that turn again? That's because right now he's upstairs. See? I have to animate it in the other program where I slide him up the stairs. He goes upstairs. Now he's going into Kaylee's room. Now he's going into Madison's room. And now he's going, after he went all the way downstairs, he's back into Xana and Ethan. Now he's out. Okay. Huh? What happened? No, I'll bring up whatever I feel like bringing up, but if I bring up something, and let's not tell me how to do this show, though. You know what I mean? Like I already said, people don't like that part. So I don't need you jumping in like you're my mom saying, let's not talk about, if I want to talk about politics, I will do it, despite people hating me after I talk about the politics. Okay? Okay? I can't stand it when people try to tell me how to do something on my show. I just talk about whatever I feel like talking about, and if it's politics one night about some crap that I don't like, and it just so happens that it's the left that's screwing things up in that one, and you're in the left, just deal with it. Realize that it sucks, some of the stuff that goes on, okay? Right, and there's some shitty things that go on the right, okay? Everything has shitty people. But if I want to talk about it in relation to a crime or something like that, I'm going to do it. And if it's something that's too much for you and it just triggers you, then see you later, all right? Do something else. All right, awesome, all right. I guess your name fits. You want to run the world, but unfortunately I get to run my own show. It's weird. Yeah. Oh, there you go. It's not the best channel, though. Once I talk about politics, then it sucks, man. You didn't make a suggestion up there. You didn't word it like a suggestion. You said, Gray, I really like the regulars on your channel. Let's keep politics out of, especially Trump. It's irrelevant, divides people, makes chat ugly. Right. Well, that's not a suggestion. It's, you know. And by the way, just send me an email if you got a suggestion. I probably won't read it, but, you know, thanks anyways. Yeah, I try to avoid talking about politics as much as possible, but every once in a while it comes up because it's relevant in the defund the police idiotic mentality that was going on for 4 years in a row, where it absolutely, or maybe even 5 now, which destroyed law enforcement's confidence in what they do, and the society's confident, and now we have pretty much a lawless society. Right? We pretty much have a lawless society. But I don't want people in the chat arguing if you don't agree with each other, you know? But there's no way you can agree with that. I don't think so at all, Gray. I think it's great to defund the... Well, then you're dumb, okay? You're a dumb person at that point. Right. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that I just kind of moved on to something else. Now it's going to be brought up again. Yeah, I mean, the reason we're in the state we are right now is because of politics. There's no law and order. It's just garbage. Okay. I wonder if I can see... Can I... I don't know if it does that, right? But yeah, thanks for the suggestion there. And yeah, everybody likes the regulars here. Juju, though, isn't really a regular. She's come around lately again, but she's become more of a regular again, but she was gone for like 2 years, like a year and a half. I hadn't even seen her. All right, and she shows up when she can, and when she can't, she's not, but, you know. Thanks, John Dunn. Yeah, let's get those likes up. You too. Hit that like button, run the world. Run the world and hit that like button. Notice how I think she just took off. It's like, come on. You can suggest to something, not in the middle of a show. You know, it's like, it's wild. It's crazy. Who does that? I could just see you go to a comedian. And he's like, hey, 3 guys walk into a bar. Hello, hey. I think you should start the joke off with 4 men walk in the bar. Okay? It's not the same, Gray. Yeah, it's pretty similar. We were just discussing this case. Politics wasn't being discussed at all, actually, so, yeah. I know, I should have said 4 people walked into a bar, 2 men and 2 women. But then that wouldn't be good enough, because you'd have to say 2 people who identify as a, you know, and it just gets in this weird situation. All right. So I think that might be it right there. This is... Right? I don't have to send over the... I don't think I have to send over the path with this. Yeah, it does say that in the title. I think if you look at the thumbnail, it's pretty clear. But it's always possible it didn't take again, like usual. Yeah, it says Identifinders International solves a murder. Work on new animation. We already went over the murder case. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry, Run the World. We don't talk about politics too often in here, but whenever I do, it's as if we've talked about it a million times. Yeah, like every second of every day. So it's almost like people just don't have the ability anymore to have a rational conversation without putting their emotions into it. It's wild. It'd be great if we could get back to that. All right, everybody, I'm gonna export it now. Here we go. We'll probably do some of this tomorrow too. We'll just kind of do like half and half. So I think I'm exporting the FBX here. And oh wait, that's not what I was gonna do. Let's do the walk designer again. I think it's in here. Why can't I see it? There it is. Walk designer, and then over here. Yeah, so we. Yeah, that's the one, right? And then apply, and then over here, I think this is where we need to make this. So it should be 30. Let's just make it 2 minutes long. 3,600. The problem is the speed that it's at, he can walk through that house in a minute. So you gotta just, 5 extra minutes for the murders, maybe, at the most, and, that's it. Somebody that knows what they're doing could do these murders in 3 minutes. Or even less, It's a really small, little, condensed environment in there. So let's see what this looks like when we do this. But nobody, Run the World was just trying to be like, hey, let's not talk about, she worded it in a way that wasn't that great. But, she just doesn't want to do the politics and just kind of keep it a true crime. I generally agree with that, but every once in a while there's times where politics come into play. For example, when you see Grady Judd and you compare him to other states, you sort of wonder why it's like that. Well, you can comment whenever you want, but just try to stick with, what if you just kind of do what we're talking about, it's great. But I'm not, why are you feeling fragile and raw? Run the World. Yeah, who doesn't like Grady Judd, man? That guy's... Alright, 3,600. What are the other things in here? Align head, transition. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna make this the full 2 minutes now. So maybe we can have him walking slowly through the house. Okay. So I think that's what it's gonna do. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, look how slow that guy's moving now. God, his knees are about to break. Look at that. Yeah, that's way too slow. Actually, but I don't know what the regular speed is. Let's see. Yeah, so that's not really... I can always speed up the animation. I'll do something like in the middle of that. Okay. More like 2,500 or something. No, 18 plus 9, 27. Oh, that sucks. Run the world. No, that's terrible. Yeah. Your best friend, too, huh? Well, we'll avoid politics on those days when you come in here, all right? Let's see. Animation. Animation. Window, walk, designer. I need to have his head bounce a little bit more. What do you guys think? Here we go. Look at that head. Look at that. Yeah. All right. But maybe it could just be like that. Just a little bit. What if I go the other direction? Does it go backwards? Oh boy, that's... That sucks. 45 years, huh? That's almost as old as I am. No, I'm quite a bit older than that, but I know I don't look like it, I know. I don't look a day over 58. Here we go. How's that gonna work? Yeah, so the leg thing doesn't matter because you can't see it. Yeah, so it should be about a little bit quicker than that. Okay. File. Export. FBX. Single frame. Wait, multi-frame export. And then over here it tells you what do you want to export. I only want James, none of these cameras. Actually, you know what I should do? I should make them all like dark, right? Man, he looks awful. Like they made him look just... I'll just leave it the way it is. I can change that in the other program if I want. Hey, 2 cents, why don't you go troll somewhere else? You sound like one of the most ridiculous people I've ever seen. Good luck. Yeah. The Kaylee's door is sliding glass door is just above the kitchen sliding glass door, which is downstairs. It's trying to do something right now. What that is, I don't know. Wait a couple more minutes. Wait a second. Hey Zozo, you still out there? Miss Angel sent this whole box of the Tams, and I just got these Arnott's mint slice. Oh yeah, those are pretty good. How come you've never sent me one, Zozo? Never wonder about that? Maybe some 4 and 20 meat pies or something? Now, finally, it just got exported. There we go. Yeah, Tim Tams are awesome. It's got like everything in this bag. Even this like Vegemite something. You like the Arnott's, Zozo? These little mint ones? They're pretty good. Oh, I bet you'd love these, Gen H. Look at that, they're mint, like a mint wafer thing. There's the dummy right there. I couldn't even. Oh wow, all this stuff on it. Oh jeez. What is this thing? Wow. Alright, now I'm going to import it in. I need another Arnott. Yeah, you guys have like way better snacks or something. I don't know. I don't know why it's not moving. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to open up that poser again. I wish I could give each one of you a Tim Tam, but I can't. Instead, I'll just describe how yummy they are. That sounds pretty good, Amber. Did you go to the house when we did those videos, Amber? I don't remember. They took some photos, but we should have done a live. Yeah, that's really good with like coffee and stuff. Yeah. That's right, Gen H. Just look how yummy they are to me and realize it. Well, you know those Milano mints? It's a little bit like that. They're not Tim Tams. This is Arnott's. Woo! Man, it's got... Well, I didn't get to eat anything for dinner, so I'm trying to eat something. Cool, Lillian. Yeah, I don't see. I'm trying to find the character. I don't know why that's not exporting the animation. Doesn't make sense to me. You always wonder when they update stuff, does it change something? I was looking at it a minute ago, but it's gone now. Oh, there it is. Poser 1 through 5. Poser high resolution. Businessman. No, not business. Casual man. you guys can still see me, right? Shit. Oh, God. Damn. I got the damn, like, part of the cookies all over the place. That's what I get for eating them. Really struggling over here, everybody. Struggling. Alright, let's see. I don't think so. Well, that's going to be it, you guys. I'll have to figure out why it's not exporting the animation off the air. For some reason it's not the FBX. I'm kind of wondering if that's not what I'm supposed to be exporting. Don't know. I don't know why that's not working. It used to work. It's just kind of sitting there in its T-pose when it should be animated. But at least we got through and made the walk path, and there's just something that's not working right now. But anyways, thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate it. And thanks for your all of your generosity. Very cool. A Mag, and then Bama Forever with a double cat eye, and then Brown Eyed Girl, Daff M, Kami, John Dunn, Ashy Snow, Danielle, Cindy Leon. Also, John Dunn got a whole bunch of memberships for people, so thank you. Carly S, Cindy Leon, Esther M, The Velvet Army, Rabid, Wildebeest. And then that's when, and then then Norma Jean gave 10 memberships. Maybe it was, yeah, and then it says Caligal 3, John Dunn. Maybe it was Norma Jean, not John Dunn. John Dunn gives away a lot of memberships, so thank you. And then Caligal 3, which is gave a cat eye, thank you. John Dunn again. Chrissy Kazi, Eugenie, Tracy, new member. John Dunn's been a member for 4 months. Kathy T, Rabid Wildebeest. Lisa L, Silverleaf, Shelly Pink, Juniper Tarot and Magic, Play-Doh, Run the World, Juniper's Tarot and Magic, Robin, Amber Maiden, Trish, Just Junie, Lanky Tor, John Dunn, John Dunn, John Dunn. All right. Well, sorry I wasn't able to get the... I'll get that part worked out, and then we'll do that part on the next show, putting him in the house in 3D Studio Max, all right? So anyways, I really appreciate you guys being here and supporting the channel, and we will see you guys tomorrow, all right? We got some more Amber Heard in the morning, so that'll be good. And if you can go share that video from a couple nights ago. I think more people need to see that one. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, everybody. I gotta go get some more of these Till next time, be safe out there. And sorry about your friend run the world. That sucks. If I can just find the 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, plug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gragel's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connect.
Hey, hold on a second. Also, thanks to Lillian on PayPal. So thank you very much. Forgot that one. Let's say that again. I said it before. Yeah. All right. Back to the this part.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now.
Quite a while.
And during this whole time, I have not seen
Whole
one
time.
person
Not one.
that is a crime dissector.
Except for myself.
Plug
Thank you.
rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya
I can't,
on a stretcher
Jenny.
if you try and play me like an old projector.
Mine was all melted anyways.
Crime sector is my nectar.
Greg, can I get a Tim Tam?
No, you cannot, Mary Lou. I'm going to eat it all.
You're so mean.
And I'm always gonna be a pup protector, full deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector.
You're not very nice, Greg.
With all respect, ya.
That's what they say.
Just
That's what they
remember
say.
how the temple fucking checked ya. I have no agenda. I'm no pretender. And I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
Hey, Greg, can I get a Tim Tam?
What?
Can I get a Tim Tam, Greg?
No, you cannot have a Tim Tam, okay? I'm going to eat every one of them.
That's not very nice, Greg.
Well, that's what everybody's been saying, but I am going to eat them all. Hey, I don't know if you're still out there, Zozo, but this one's called it's called Shapes, or, you know, SHAPES, but it says Vegemite cheese. Vegemite cheese? What the hell is that? Isn't Vegemite? How can you have a Vegemite cheese? Man, it's crazy. I think you're kind of mean too. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's it. All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Be safe out there. All right.
Goodbye, everybody. Greg. Greg, can I get one of those Shapey's Vegemite?
No, you cannot have a Shapey's Vegemite.
I just wanted a bite, Greg.
You can have one of those other sort of random candies in the bottom.
I want to have a Vegemite, Greg.
No, not at all. All right, see you guys later. Be safe out there.